I have had some very good feedback regarding my book Converted on LSD, and as a result I've taken the advice given in respect to the changes and corrections that needs to be made for the special edition for prison inmates. I'm very pleased to share with you a commendation of my book from Reverend Greg Haslam, the Senior Minister of Westminster Chapel, London, and he writes, David Clarke tells the story of his troubled, violent past and his extraordinary life in such a way that it retells the story of Jesus' love that's available for all of us. Christ has the power to renew and reclaim everyone's wasted years, no matter how bad we've done or how deep our shame. He can relaunch our lives in a brand new future that we could never have planned for ourselves. Reverend Greg Haslam, Senior Minister, Westminster Chapel, where Dr. Martin Lloyd-Jones was the minister for almost 30 years in London. As a result of the feedback, this special edition takes into account those matters raised, and my intention is to relate how I was converted from crime to Christ with a view to help others. This testimony of mine is not meant to be controversial. I have removed from the book the chapter about the churches that I attended and some matters mentioned that were controversial, and included a further chapter, chapter 21, my call to preach the gospel. When looking at this, I recalled the old television recording of me giving my testimony at the Burton Church in 1983. This testimony raised some questions that were identical to those issues that surfaced in the feedback that some of you have given me, and I treat these objections in that Burton video on the 5th of June 1983, all those years ago. My book treats of my life from crime to Christ. My other books are my ongoing life as a Christian and deals with all those issues that I had to face as a former criminal and as a Christian. It is in my next book, Burton Strict and Particular Baptist, that I treat those issues and objections that have been raised in the feedback, issues that I have already written about. I had to learn these truths myself through my own study of the scriptures and Christian literature, and I hope my findings are a great help to any who are interested. I feel it would be very helpful to view some of the YouTube videos that I've made. I can make them all available on DVD. They were televised in 1983, in which I answer those objections raised in the feedback about my book. These videos are 1. This one, Converted on LSD Feedback. 2. David Clarke's story told 30 years ago by himself. 3. Set for the Defence and Confirmation of the Gospel, which is the Burton meeting of the 5th of June and is my testimony. And 4. Burton meeting, 5th of June 1983, my studies as an independent Baptist minister. Also 5. My short videos called A Few Good Men, listing many well-known Christian men who teach the gospel truths of predestination, as I do, and are all of the Reformed tradition. My views are Orthodox Christian teaching and are classic Calvinism. These truths steered me through the maze of religious errors that were rife in my early days as a Christian and were instrumental in my conversion from crime to Christ. My evangelical work is ongoing. Due to my desire to clarify and help people understand serious issues, I have established an internet college. This is to give help to any who are interested in understanding the teachings of Scripture. We are called the Burton Particular Baptist College. It is intended this will be an open learning program, like the Open University, open to anyone with a view to teach the great truths of the Bible that brought about the Reformation of Europe, UK and America and worldwide. And from my point of view, my salvation from crime to Christ. To this end, I've listed a few good Christian men that teach the very truths that I teach and preach about, and of course are the major doctrines of the Christian religion. A Few Good Men is the article.